All right, so Man United are back to preseason, and obviously, we're all upset about the fact that we haven't signed anybody new. Yes, it sucks. I get it. I am extremely annoyed at the fact that we haven't signed somebody. Now, what can we do really? I want to throw, if it's me, it's FIFA, I throw money at Mbeumo and just say I don't care. But it's just been so long that clubs have thought that they could take advantage of Manchester United that it's getting super annoying at seeing how they're trying to squeeze as much money as they can. Especially like Brentford. I know they had a pretty solid season, but Mbeumo was good this season. His numbers have been pretty solid over the last few years. 3 years ago, he scored 13 goals. That was pretty good. Last year, he scored 13, but he well, look at the little kitty. We got this little kitty right here. This little kitty. She's she lives in the house. She's one of the roommates' kitties. I want to steal her. But what was I saying? So I know that we want to throw the money out, and Mbeumo has kind of a little bit of a track record because 13 goals 3 years ago. 3 seasons ago, 2 seasons ago, I think he had 13 again, but he did miss some time, so I'll let that slide, obviously. So he was building up to have a better season that season, and then last season, obviously, he did what he did. Yeah, the frustration is getting to all of us, I'm sure, and we want to just throw the money at it, but unless we get like our finances in order, this club, and like start winning, this club is headed down a really, really bad path. Now, do I trust Amarim to get everything situated? Yes, I do. Am I upset about some of the stuff he handled, like Garnacho and stuff? Yes. But I also think it's out of his control. I think Garnacho is completely out of his control, okay? And I mean it in this way. Garnacho has been playing for Eric Ten Hag for 2 seasons, 3 seasons, 2.5 seasons before Ten Hag got released. So he's been starting for Manchester United for 2 seasons at least now, right? So he's in his mind thinking I should be starting, which I blame Eric Ten Hag because he's just too inconsistent to have been starting so many games. But he's so good. He's got so much potential, and he's already so good that you almost like have to start him, especially with what we've had the last couple seasons with Rashford kind of moving into a 9 position, but also just not playing left wing, and then just not having any other left wingers because we mismanaged Sancho and did whatever we did with that. I honestly think Sancho's quality. He's got a lot of really good qualities about him. But obviously his mentality might not be there, right? Which just sucks. Sometimes that just happens, right? So yeah, Garnacho has had to start, man. And then now he started, and he's had like okay seasons. He's had some really amazing plays, really amazing like moments. So, he just keeps thinking like, okay, I'm growing into this, but the way our team is right now and how our seasons have gone, it's impossible for us to rely on Garnacho as one of our starters next season. Only because he's just too young and inconsistent at the moment. Not everyone is Lamine Yamal. Not everybody is. There's 2 youngsters, I guess, that are 18, maybe 3 out there in the whole freaking world that are this good, this young, like that, okay? So it takes time. Look at Vitinha. Vitinha went to all these different places, and people thought he wasn't very good at Wolves or whatever. Then he goes over to PSG and has a couple more years, a little bit more experience, gets in the right system, and absolutely kills it. So the notion of like, oh no, he's not, his IQ needs to improve, all that stuff. IQ, that's experience. That can get better with experience. So that's one thing right away. His finishing, also with experience, is going to get better. So it makes no sense to me that fans say he's not good or that they want to get rid of him. I get that, like, you're upset about how he handles the media or whatever he posts on social media. He's 20 years old. He's a kid. Okay, he's mad about the fact he didn't play in the Europa League final. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? This dude played the whole season. He was available the whole season. The only game I guess he really missed when I looked up his like stats and stuff was the game that he got sat by Amorim and at City. And guess what? He got his place back. He earned enough respect from Amorim to come back in the team. The only problem is that he's just not consistent enough to be our starter. And Amorim is under fire. I mean, Manchester United as a whole is under fire. Every time we have to win, we have to win, we have to win. So there's no rebuilding. That's the problem, is fans and the media will not let us actually rebuild. Liverpool got 5 years with Klopp before they won a league. 5 years. 5 seasons. And nobody was crying. Nobody was crying. Maybe a few Liverpools wanted Klopp gone. But nobody, like the media was not going after Klopp to get him fired for all whatever. They were not doing that. So Manchester United is just different. So you don't have time. You don't have time to rebuild. That's the problem. Our fans are too immature and too, like, they need a trophy. Like, they need it. Like, oh my God. I get it. I get it. We had an unbelievable run under Sir Alex. It made us feel this, and now we're here. I get it. But if you don't give this guy the right time and the right players, it's just going to be another guy that has to come in and do it and sell players and get new players and sell players, and it'll just do this. A big circle. I think Ole got a shit deal. He should have gotten more time. At least under him, people could say whatever they want with Ten Hag. He was a horrendous coach, manager. I never watched the game and was like, oh man, I'm excited to watch Manchester United play under him. Never. That FA Cup final was luck as hell. That was the luckiest thing I've seen. But I probably could count with 5 fingers how many games I actually might have enjoyed watching us play under Erik ten Hag. That was not the case under Ole. We scored a lot of goals under Ole. We were playing really well under Ole. They just labeled him a PE teacher. He has no tactics, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you just saw Erik ten Hag never, like, go finish in 12th place, start the season off in 12th place, halfway through the season almost. Okay, so Ole just was in the Premier League, winning games, finishing in 3rd, 2nd, with no tactics at all. Like, the low IQ of the people that cover English media and cover, like, all of that, you just don't know football. You don't know football. They were crying about, why does Amorim want a left-footed player on the right side? If you don't know that, then you don't understand tactics. You cannot say he does not have tactics. If you don't understand why he wants to play a left-footed player on the right side, right wing back, then you don't understand tactics, bro. That's it. It's as simple as that. You do not understand tactics. So what are you complaining about? You just have something, you just want to say something negative against him because you just didn't understand why. Like when he tried to put Dorgu on the right, oh my God, the whole world, the whole English media, why is he playing him there? Oh my God, a left-footed player belongs on the left side. Bro, look at the games. Try to understand why he wanted to do that. I could definitely go into detail as to why. It's a super simple, like, if you just look at football and how it's played and the formation that he plays and how he wants to play, it's an extremely simple, like thing to look at. If you ever played football, even as a player, you would understand why he also wants that. But no. So you don't really understand tactics. It blows my mind. Just think about even something as simple as this. You're a right back, right? In a back four, right? When you get the ball passed from a center back, where are you in the field? Where are you? What are you looking at? How is your body positioned? If it's a flat four, right? Just think about that. Flat four, right? Four across. That right back, when he gets the ball from the center back, how is his body positioned? Where is he looking at on the field? How, like, what is his next move from there? How can he go forward and find somebody from there? And then ask yourself, with a 3-5-2, how the wing back, okay, is looking at the center back when he receives the ball. What his position is, where his body is facing. And then tell me if you can understand why he wants a left-footed player on the right-hand side. And that's it. If you can comment down below and tell me, then I know that you understand tactics, and that's it. If you don't, I'll explain it in another video, okay? Because it should be very simple if you know football. If you don't, I'll teach you, I promise. Apart from that, I just don't want to get rid of Garnacho. That's why I was talking about Garnacho, and that's why I was talking about tactics, because the IQ part with Garnacho also is kind of unfair, because you're going from the left wing, playing pretty much left mid predominantly, on the just getting the ball at the touchline, right? That's what he loves, getting the ball on the touchline, being able to take a player on. He's playing a position that's closer to the middle. That changes absolutely his whole game. It changes everything. So for everybody to be like, oh, low IQ, like, he just had to learn a completely different position on the go while playing and trying to win games. You guys just don't understand that. That's why preseason is so huge. You can actually work on this stuff. You can't do that during the regular season. Regular season, you play on Sunday, you travel, you maybe practice, maybe get the legs going. You play Wednesday or Thursday. You fly again, or you don't practice until Saturday maybe. And how hard is that practice? Not really that hard, because you got a game Sunday. So let's think about that. That was the whole season pretty much since Amarim took over. How was he supposed to train? You have a game Sunday, so they can't play Monday. They can't practice Monday, right? They take off. Tuesday, they have a game Thursday. That's the one day out of the week that they might be able to really practice, unless they have to travel. Wednesday, light practice right before a game. Play Thursday. Friday, no practice. Light practice Saturday, game Sunday. That was 4 months straight for Amarim. Where is he supposed to improve? How is he supposed to coach? You tell me, please. How? And the best part is they improved. So we played up and down until Ipswich. We played up and down until Ipswich. Then after that, there was no more really bad games. It was no finishing. That's completely different than what we saw before the Ipswich game. Before the Ipswich game, we were seeing bad games and bad results. After that, it was a few bad results, but a lot of really good stuff. Like players understanding the system, players using the system, players creating with the system. We just couldn't finish. And guess what? We're being led by 3 kids that are 22 or younger. I'm at 22, first season in the Premier League. Hoyland, 22, young, not very experienced, didn't have a great year last year. Second year in the Prem. Garnacho, 20 years old. Those were our leading players towards the end of the season, right? Xerxes got hurt. He was gone. He was out for months. Ahmad got hurt. So now what? And you guys are, we just weren't good last year. We just weren't good. The team that was built under Erik ten Hag was not good. The team that Erik ten Hag built needed another 3 years. He already had 2 years, bro. 2.5 years. I'm talking about 3 years from now. So 6 years in, they might have been ready to compete. 6 years in, bro. I could guarantee that with Amarim, we are competing this year if we get him in Mbeumo. Just in Mbeumo. If we get him in Mbeumo, you've replaced, 2 or 3 goals from Garnacho, 4 goals in the league from Garnacho, and 8 from Ahmad, so 12 with 35. Okay? We didn't lose too many games by getting destroyed goals wise. We tied a lot of games. that we should have won. So yes, with players that are more consistent, better finishers, yes, we are going to win more games under Amarim. That's super clear. You guys, if you don't believe that, you're delusional, because you just go back to the games from Ipswich and look at how many chances we created in, like, game by game, and you'll see that we created enough chances to win games easily, 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 easily. So yes, am I excited? Yes, I am, because even though he hasn't gotten too many players in, the players that are here still, obviously 90% of them, 95, are gonna know the system more after preseason. They're gonna be, it's gonna feel more natural to them instead of learning it as they go through the season. So I am not happy that we still have the same players at the moment. I do think that they'll be better this season in the system that we play. So I'm pissed. I'm so pissed. He needs to get players. He needs Mbeumo, and he needs at least one more player, preferably a striker. Even though I think, see, this is my problem. Gyökeres is the only striker that I believe is worth going out there and buying for the future. The reason being is I really like what I've seen from Obi. Okay, so if we go out and get somebody not as good as Gyökeres and sign him to like a 5-year deal, that's gonna kind of suck, because I want Obi playing within 3 seasons, like 2 to 3 seasons. I think probably starting, honestly, if Gyökeres isn't our striker, because Gyökeres at least is already like proven. He's been doing it multiple years. He scored 60 goals last year. I don't care where it was. 60 goals is 60 goals. Okay? So that's the only player that I want us to get. Like, I saw Calvert-Lewin. I wouldn't mind Calvert-Lewin, because he's solid. He's like a solid player. And you can get rid of him in a year or two when Obi's ready. Do you understand? Do we see where I'm going with this? I just don't want to get a striker that's like, and is 25 or something, because then it's just gonna be annoying to deal with down the road, especially if we sign him to a 5-year deal. Because Obi is not that far away. He's definitely not 5 years away from taking over that position. Okay, and Gyökeres would have been the only one that could have been like, yo, you gotta wait till I leave for you to take this spot. Like, that's just honest to God. Now that Gyökeres looks like he's going to Arsenal, I don't mind Obi not getting anybody. If Gyökeres goes to Arsenal, I don't want to get any striker that's gonna be here for longer than a year or two. I will be okay with Højlund and Xerxes up front, with Obi as the third. I am okay with that, as long as we get Mbeumo, obviously. Because then after that, at least you have different players that can come in the positions, like those 3 positions, right? You have Højlund, Xerxes, and Obi that could play the 3 positions. You have Mason Mount, Cunha, hopefully Mbeumo, Ahmad, Kobe, and Bruno that could play all these 2 positions here, and then the 3 of those could play that position up front. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with like Xerxes starting and Obi coming in off the bench. See, like, I start Xerxes against like the smaller teams, like the teams that are gonna sit back a little bit, and I start Højlund against the bigger teams, because I just think Højlund doesn't hold the ball or create as much, but he gets into the box. Like, he's at least a legit striker in the sense, like old school number 9 that is in the box and is head, like, trying to get on the end of like passes and stuff. I believe we didn't cross the ball enough or give him enough chances for him to actually succeed in that, but I do think that he's okay enough there to start against big teams when we're trying to like counter, or it's a little bit more open and we're going and we have to cross the ball and somebody just has to get on the end or something. But Xerxes at least could build up play. He can create. play the ball into his feet, run off of him. He can flick it. He could do certain things that can like maybe break through a team that's just like chilling back, right? So that's why I would like Xerxes there. I don't like the fact that he just comes back too far, like as a number 9, like all the time. But I think against like a smaller team where he can come and get the ball and then, you know, get us going, I think that'd be better. So I'm not that mad if we have those players starting this year. If we get Mbeumo, though, we have to get Mbeumo. We really do, right? If we get him, we're good. It has to happen this week. They have to just do it, man. As much as I said, like, I want to change that narrative of teams like continuously taking advantage of us, I also want us to just like pay the damn money, right? It's so annoying to be in this, you know, in that kind of like, I want to just throw the money, but I also want to make sure that like we get back to being what we were, right? People respecting us in the market and stuff. Unfortunately, the only like way we're gonna do that is if we win. And while I think after this season, if we get Mbeumo, I feel like we only like 2 or 3 pieces away from really competing and really being back. So like I like almost don't care if we spend too much money, but they really have to sell some players. And whoever was in charge when they gave those players contracts, big F you, okay? Because look at the freaking mess that you left us in. We can't get rid of them. Nobody wants them. These salaries are so crazy that nobody wants them, bro. I hate you. I don't like to throw that word around a lot, but I hate y'all. You guys left us in a show, and the worst. Thank you for that. Like, you must have been fans of Liverpool or something, you know? Thanks. But here we are. They have to go. We just have to get them out too before we can buy anybody. So yeah, it's been rough. It's been a rough like transfer window so far. Cunha, obviously, I'm super excited about. I really am. But if we don't get Mbeumo and Garnacho leaves, we're not looking that good, honestly. Like, in my opinion, we are not where we want to be, and we did Amorim wrong. That's just the truth of the matter. We did him wrong. If we don't get Mbeumo, and the best player we get him is Cunha, and nobody else that's like quality like that, we did him wrong. And you as a fan can't expect anything crazy next year. That's just it. If we only get Cunha, top 8, I think we finish. I don't think we finish higher than that. We could, just because we're not playing like Champions League and stuff. But there's just no way. There's no way that we're top 4. There's just not enough. If Garnacho leaves, there's just not enough. If we don't get Mbeumo and Garnacho leaves, we are screwed, honestly. We are screwed. We are not gonna be able to play how the fans want next season. So I just think, screw it. Just do it. Just do it. Just pay the damn money. Just give him the money. Screw it. Just do it. Pay him the damn money. You know? Let's just get Mbeumo. Let's get Mbeumo so that I could be happy. Right? So he could be happy. Alright, but that's it for me. The next time I make a video, it'll be when Mbeumo becomes a Manchester United player. Please. I'll see y'all later.